Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays. Hey Seevich, how's it going? Welcome to another round of Canje Plays and return for Dawn of Madness and fully kicking off the month of horror, where we will be playing horror games. on purpose throughout this. It seems to be a theme. A lot of people are saying, you play horror games all the time. I really do. It might be, I might need to go get checked out. Something might be up. But I like, so far I'm liking how the story mode of this game plays. But we've only done one round. At the previous video that I had, we just did setup and we did one round. I did things a little bit out of order, but it all works out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So as the month of horror sinks in, we gotta wear the appropriate attire for this to see how it goes. Hey Beth, how's it going? Hey Tim, hey C Mitch, how's it going? How's it going? So before I begin, I just want to say thank you to my patrons, subscribers, and if you are neither coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. I hope you're enjoying this as well. I didn't see any comments on the bottom of me making any horrendous mistakes on the previous playthrough, so means I'm doing all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're going to continue with Catherine's story. I left the game set up on the table and didn't play any other games on the table while that was happening, so we can keep things in their active state of where they left off. We completed round 1, reset itself up for round 2. Remember, we have 10 rounds. We got to get 40 points. That's the way to do it. That's the way to go. There are variants in this game that you can use to make the game a little bit shorter because it is a longer game, and that's, I think it's instead of 40 points you go down to 30. So as soon as you get 30 points, boom, end game, and you hit it off running to the finale. All right, we're ready to play this. We fooled around long enough. Let's go ahead and get down to the table and check it out. All right, so as the fan spins and you get that reflection there, just enjoy it. It's a creepy motif, right? But nothing has moved from where we set up from last time. So we finished off round 1 and we're ready to kick off round 2. So everything gets reset. Your 5 available free action cards get reset as well. And that's if you're playing a 2-player game. If you're playing a 3-player game, there's another set of cards that you get to use for that. And then 4-player, you don't get any of them. Good luck to you. We've got everyone set up the way they were, and we are ready to kick it. So let's take a look at our story and where we left off. Story time. So we're flipping over entry 20 as the start of the new event. So it says, check the spawning conditions on each unspawned encounter card's back. So what are they talking about? They're talking about these encounter cards to see if any of these will trigger. So let's take a look. Our first one, wow, that's dark. Our first one is if the Wanderers have the Coda card, the Egg, and 1 red consequence and 2 blue consequences tokens are in the greenhouse, we spawn this encounter. That has not happened yet. We're still solid. What's the next one? If the Wanderers have the Coda card, the Boy in the Basement. What the hell? Spawn this enemy, spawn this encounter in the basement. We don't have a child in the basement. No. If 2 blue consequence tokens are on the art gallery, spawn this encounter. So we don't have that yet. We have if the Wanderers have the coda her ailment, spawn this encounter in the basement. We don't. We have Green Thumb. I think Green Thumb is the only one that we have, and Checking In was the one that we kicked off. So then we've got if 3 blue consequence tokens are on the Sacred Garden, spawn this encounter. And finally, if 2 red consequence tokens are on the basement, spawn this encounter in the basement. So none of those trigger, so we don't have to worry about that. Then we're going to spawn the Terror Symptom Contagion. Fun. Fun. That's exactly who I wanted to fight. That was it. It was Terror Symptom Contagion, which would be fantastic. So let's see what lovely thing this thing is. Contagion. It's a symptom for Catherine's cards. The creature's wet, meaty hands waggle in the air, stretching its mouth impossibly wide as they press out of its bulging throat. You see that thick staples seal the thing's eyes. Perhaps if you can stay very quiet, it won't notice you. So clamming a hand to your mouth, you try to hold your breath. The thing wanders onward, its sticky, moist, ugh, I hate that word. Its sticky, moist appendages exploring the area. Stopping, it sniffs the air. Then the swollen boils on the back of its head burst. Oh God, releasing a thick cloud of spores. You gasp, you gasp and cough as they squirm up your nose. Oh, come on. Then turning, you run, stumbling away from the terror. Hiding is no use now. It knows precisely where you are. God, is that our waifu? So here we go. So this is it. Sanity 5, so it's going to have 5 on the initiative track. For health, it will give us 1 crystal. It's passive. When each wanderer loses 1 health at the end of the action phase, this needs to die. Gotcha. And then these are its actions that we'll go through when that time comes. This needs to die right now. Okay, that's bad. That is really, really bad. We're just going to keep taking damage until it's dead. Yikes. Okay. So we'll put you over here as person to kill. We'll grab you. You are, what do you look like, you disgusting bastard? This is you. Ooh. Yeah, it looks fun. Looks fun. Looks yummy. So let's see if we can make it show. There we go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, it wants to be your friend. See all those hands coming out that just say hello? So where is it going to go? We're going to spawn this on a different world shard. So this is going on 10. So 10 is here. So that gets spawned. Hey, Steve, I just joined and heard that's bad. Yeah. And and a random terror from the terror deck on a different world shard. All right, so we grab this awful terror deck, give it a good shuffle, and we have another problem coming out. Hey, round 2's fun, isn't it? All right, we'll grab you. And let's be disgusted by whatever the hell this thing's doing. Flare, it's a vivisection. Entering the degraded cavernous space, you spot the pool filled with thick crimson liquid. Swallowing, you move closer. Strange ripples trouble the otherwise calm surface as if your heart stops as a monstrous being erupts out of the carrion depths. The dim light from the dusty windows illuminating its hulking frame. A strange, boneless, barbed appendage squirms out of its bulging back while its guts dangle grotesquely between its legs. Long, vicious metal claws pierce its hands like new fingers. The nightmare screeches, sending the stringy flesh caught on its teeth swaying. Then, before you can move, it lunges at you, its talons reaching for your skin. You never had a chance. Yay, fun. So 7 health. Yay, fun. 4, it will be 4 initiative, but it'll give us 2 crystals if we can kill it. A wanderer must always gain a traumatized card after losing health from a vivisection's terror damage. Cool. And then it does all that stuff on its turn that we'll deal with. Cool. Yeah. So let's make some space for the horridness that's coming this way. All right, we need to grab Contagion. Where are you? I grabbed all their little token thingies. I know I did, didn't I? I did. Where'd I put them? Or did I just grab their minis? I failed you for the last time. Okay, I didn't punch out all of them because I did not want to deal with this grotesqueness. Okay, this is Contagion, who is initiative 5. And that's the... What are you? Ugh. These pictures are terrible. Nightmare fuel. Let's see. And nope, not you. You look like that. And you are 4. So you'll be on initiative 4. Sleeves roll up. It's time to get serious. Yeah, this is rough. This is a rough go. So there we go. And then finally, before we begin, we're going to read entry 176. Nothing but good, happy thoughts. Oh, and I forgot to grab that mini. Instead of using the standee, we'll use the mini. And let me grab that mini real quick. This is what happens when you play solo. You're like flying all over the place trying to get something. Not having everything punched out is a type of horror for me. All right, so we're looking for flare vivisection. Flare vivisection. So where is vivisection flare 29? 29. Oh God, where are you? Oh, that's 28. I was gonna say that's gross. That's pretty gross. Nope, still gross. still nope. Still a big can of nope. Yeah, I see it. I see. So many minis. Flare. There. And flare looks like that. And flare will come out, can't be on 10, 8. Flare's coming out on 8. 8 is all the way over here. Okay. All right, now we read 176. The globe, the dark chamber engulfs you, swallowing you whole. Perhaps it's a cavern. You can't see much apart from a faint blue glow overhead and weak light in the distance. With no other obvious direction, you head towards the illumination up ahead. At last, you reach the bright oasis and jolt in confusion. You see a strange, brilliant orb settled amidst the black emptiness. It's a little shorter than you are, yet you still discern trees, grass, dirt, and blue sky within it. The sphere peers into another world, like a snow globe, only so much bigger and filled with living things. And, what more, the little girl you met before crouches in its center. Hey, you cry, reaching towards the child. Your hands press against the solid, membranous barrier, the globe's edge. Can you hear me? The girl doesn't respond. Instead, she crouches above the dirt and draws it in with a stick, undisturbed. You're not the only person she doesn't see either. She also fails to notice the shambling young woman with the long knife gripped tightly in her hand. The lady looks sickly and drawn, her eyes submerged in dark pools of regret. Her clothing is ragged and dirty, showcasing the bony limbs beneath the threadbare fabric. What's more striking, though, is her uncanny resemblance to the girl. Well, that and the vicious, enraged snarl that progressively twists her thin lips the closer she draws to the child. Hey! You scream at the girl. Watch out! She still doesn't notice you, or the woman drawing steadily, implacably closer to her. Why doesn't she hear you? Is the divide that thick? Are you not actually speaking at all? You have to do something. The woman is almost on her. Try to alert the girl about her attacker. Every living wanderer must test every sentience. What? For 3 total brain each. If half or more of the living wanderers succeed, go to entry 7. If less than half succeed %, go to entry 111. So actually playing with a long human would be horror for me. All right, so we all need to test any brain one to pass. So it says, try to alert the girl, test every sentience for 3 total brain each, which means that we need to test this on any sentience that for every sentience that we can spend. I think we're good, but we're going to try the dice for Catherine because we've got 1 here and 2 wild to make 3. And then we've got 3 here on the Padre to make it work. But we just need 1 person to pass. And those wilds are super helpful. All right. So every sentience that we can test, we're going to do... I think we're doing it all because it says test every sentience. So 2 for you. 2... 2, 3, and because of that stupid thing, I don't have any blue. So we're going to test every sentience, and we just need 3 brain. 3 skull, sorry, 3 skull. I got 1, which is wild, 2, and we'll use the other wild for 3. So that's 3 success. So that's half of us passing. So I use the blues for those. And we need to test you, which will be, you'll just get everything that's there minus 1 of these, and you're going to test this. So half of us passed at least because of that, but, oh, we still need to test. 1, 2, 3. I hate you, game, that I have to do that after the fact. Biscuits. Anyway, we passed. We succeeded. So if half or more of the living wonders succeed, go to entry 7. All right. Entry number 7. Finally, the girl seems to notice your presence. Standing to her feet, she turns and faces you, seeming perplexed at first, then unbearably sad. It's almost like she knows what's coming, and there's nothing she or you can do about it. Yet, there's always something else, an uncanny resilience and steely will to live. It's almost as though she's trying to convey that, even if this is her end, and it is not the end. You resonate deeply with her defiance. The other woman reaches her, the knife descending. The little girl crumples to the ground as the encapsulated oasis pops like a bubble. You stand alone in the dark, feeling powerless and shaken. Was it all for nothing? Ending. So we gain C1, 1 point to C1. Every wonder who passed the will test gains a crystal. Ooh. So you get a crystal and you pass the test. So you gain a crystal as well. All right. Every uninfected wonder besides Catherine rolls the otherworld die. The wonder with the lowest result gains an infected coda card and becomes infected. Reroll the die to break any ties. So she can't roll. You're getting infected. You're going to enjoy that because that's fun. The action phase begins. Return to the game. So let's get you an infected card. Because, you know. Infected. It's got to be somewhere in here. Nope. And one more. So many condition cards. Traumatized. Weakened. Withered. Hey, where's the infected? Oh, the infected coda card. The infected coda card. Which would be this. Not that. The coda card, not the encounter card. These are the coda cards, and I need to give you an infected one. See, we get there. Blind squirrel eventually always finds what they need. So here we go. So we got infected. So that means that we get +1 to red sentience. While this card is in your possession, you are an infected wonder. This means that whenever we're rolling for red sentience, we roll an additional die for the infected, and it is part of Catherine's cards that's there. So we gain the infected status. So that will be the father. All right, let's see what we're gonna do. We need to flip this over, and we're ready to begin. So it is your turn. Do you have any 1-cost cards? Nope, we need one more. And that needs to die. So you are going first because you're highest on the initiative track, and moving costs 1 for each move. And then we can attack, which is fan-flippin-tastic. So you are the contagion. I don't like you. So I'm going to spend 1 to move. And then it's still my turn. I'm going to attack. Attack is 2 plus, spend 2 plus any number to attack a terror or malformation within X spaces. So it's just 2. So we're going to attack you for 2. 1, 2, moving you down here. And our attack, remember, we got our butcher knife that says when dealing at least 1 damage during your attack action, I may spend any number of hand domains to deal X additional damage up to 3. So we are going to attack a confrontation. We're going to be rolling red to attack. Reds are the attack. So we're going to be rolling 2 dice because that's what you roll. And we need hands to attack, I believe. Yes, we need hands to attack. Oh, no we don't. I lied. I did not set up their stuff. I did not set up their stuff. I lied to you completely. Oh my gosh, I lied to you horribly. Okay. So what we're going to do is I need to set up how I'm going to hit them. See? This is why when people watch these videos, they're like, you suck. Let's see. I'm going to grab... What am I going to roll for you? Sorry. We're going to roll sentience dice. Just any random 3. I don't care. Here we go. So we've got... yellow hand. Blue skull. And purple brain. And then for you, we've got I hate that these are double-sided. I hate them so much. Let's see. We've got blue brain. We've got green hand. And we've got red wild. Red wild. Here it is. Red wild. Okay. Now we get to choose how we're going to attack them. Okay, so we're attacking you. I won't be rolling red, but I do have a yellow on the hand, so I am going to do yellow, which I still get to roll 2 dice. And let's do it. That is fantastic. So I'm going to spend this 1. Actually, you have a yellow wild. I have a yellow wild. Do I want to waste it? I'm going to waste it. I'm going to make this a yellow wild to make it a hand. This hand to make it another success. So that's going to be 2 plus my butcher knife. That's going to be 3. So that's going to be 3 damage on you, and yellow pops off. Then and that actually ends my turn. I can't do anything else. I should have done a double attack. We are going to have, next up is going to be Linus. Linus has some stuff he can upgrade with, which we might. So he can spend this to upgrade. Choose it's a free action. Choose a card from your own existence deck, then spend the requisite tokens clues to do it. So we can do. He's got Burden of Light, which gets rid of other terrible things. So that could get rid of a traumatized card, which we're probably going to need with that thing popping up. So let's. Wait, did I hit the right one? Are you? No, you're Contagion. You're not Flare. You're Contagion. I played the wrong thing. You are the wrong person. It was you. And I should have rolled Get these back. Give me these back. And let's re-roll properly. I don't have any blues, but I do have greens. I don't have any green hands. Red wiles. We're going to do green hands and see if I hit you at all. Blue brain. Yeah. We need green hands. Nope, that's nothing. You take no damage, and that was my turn. Because I don't have any green to supplement any of that. So I lied to y'all. So that ends her turn. Your turn. Actually, I could use this. I can use that, which would give me the 2 damage on you and get rid of green. Reroll properly. I could use that green, which will let me use that green for any symbol I want, which will let me do the 2 damage. So you have 2 damage left. I'm going to spend the 2 to get your burden is light. Let's take a look at this one. It says, spend 1 sanity to choose a wanderer to discard a burden, any one of those condition cards, and it costs 2. So he's going to do this to upgrade, spending these 2 to do it, and then on his turn, we are going to do a free move here to move 1, 2 in the space, and then we are going to do our action, which will cost 2, 1, 2, to attack. And we're going to attack. You have nothing I can use. We're going to attack. We're going to attack red. Red wild sucks. Let's attack red wild. And because I'm infected, I would roll 2 dice, but because I'm infected, I gain an extra to roll. So we're going against red wild. That's 1. Hey, look, the hand symbols that I could have so used. So that is 1. Yeah, I have a plan. I have a plan. I have a plan. So that's 1 damage coming to you, which puts you at 3. I'm then immediately, because this says spend 1 charge to restore 2 sanity, use at any time, cannot disrupt actions, limit once per round. So I'm going to use 1 here, which will give me 2 sanity, 1, 2. Yep, that's not help, that's sanity. And that will end his turn. Then he is back up because I used this unknown injection to go again, and he's going to attack you, and it has to be for blue. I'm only rolling 1 die, and I don't have anything to supplement it with. I could spend... I don't have a blue hand to help you re-roll. Come on. Wait, before I do that, nope, you've already used this action to move. So I have to do 1, 2. And I gotta hope I get a blue brain. Otherwise, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. Nope, that is not a blue brain. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. So that's a big old fail. Okay. Then because this is empty, it needs to re-up. So we are going to roll. And I want to check the rules on this, because I think I'm playing this a little wonky here. Some malformations. Yeah. Come on, show me what I need. I just need to check the rules real quick. Here it is. Oh, we can use the variant where we select. After a terror spawns on the ground, roll 3 dice matching the sentience icons on the world shard. That's where I screwed up. So purple to red. That's where I screwed up. I got it right on the first time I played. This time I screwed up. That's okay. That's why we're here. So we got a red hand, a red brain, and a purple wild. Re-upped. That's why I was like, I knew something was odd of mine just randomly rolling. So that makes sense. Okay. So you're ready to go again. But it's the abomination's turn. So the abomination, the first thing it's going to do, no wonder within 2 spaces. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So no. So then it will spend 2, 1, 2, to move 2 spaces towards the nearest wanderer. So it'll go 1, 2. Limit once per round, resolve the active confrontation card if able. So this is the active confrontation card was this one, but it did do this ability, so it would discard, and this is the new active confrontation card that comes out. So it says, every wanderer within 2 spaces of frailty test blue sentience for 2 brain. If they fail, the wanderer cannot perform attack actions until the end of stop it. You bastard. Okay. No. And look, we're within 2, and it's going to cost... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's going to cost 4 to do that. Oh wait, that's if the 2 can't be done. That's if the 2 can't be done. Whew! It's fallen here. When it's within 2 spaces, that's when it goes to the next thing. Okay. Whew! That doesn't happen yet. I was almost about to poop my pants. Alright, it's Catherine's turn. She is going to test red hand. So she gets to roll 2. We're going to be attacking, which is 1, 2. Actually, let's do a free attack action. So I have stuff to do. And we're going to attack. Red hand. 1 + 1, 2. You're dead. Oh, you suck. Okay, so you die. I get an extra shard. Contagion is out. OWT. Contagion is done. So then she's going to upgrade herself. That's 3, 3, 2. Strange resilience when receiving damage of it as purple damage. I like that one. I like this one. This is what she is going to go with. She's going to go with this one. Strange resilience. She's going to spend 2 for it. It says, when receiving damage, you may treat any amount of it as purple sentience damage, which we can block. Which makes me happy. So that's what she'll do. All right, and she still has her action to do. We need to continue our story here, or she can do the story here, which is 2 sanity to do it. I don't like you. So let's do... I'll spend 1 to move here. We'll do check-in and see what happens. Yeah, we'll do check-in to see what happens there. Okay, so then it is finally your turn. First activation every round. If the traumatized deck's top card is the traumatized deck, so let's get traumatized. Oh, fun. That's a deck I have to shuffle. Okay, so we'll break out the traumatized deck. If the traumatized dex is an I, the top card is an I, the nearest wanderer immediately gains it. Cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. It is a brain. So no. Suck it. That's no cost, so then no wonder is in its space. Flare moves one space towards the nearest wonder. If it ends in a wonder space, each wonder in the space gains a traumatized card. And that is, it moves one to move one space towards the nearest. Yep. And then it does something awful. Okay, so all right, so that's the end of its turn. Then we're back here between these two. We're going to have Catherine go first, and she's going to do 2, 1, 2, to do the in to read that story. 155, checking in. $155. Important. Only an infected wanderer or Catherine may enter this encounter. Stepping into the hotel's lobby, you leave the damp chill of the city streets behind and step into the building's dry, stale air. Your gaze strays across the room, taking in its grandeur. Speakers in the ceiling hiss with the static of an out-of-tune radio station, Silent Hill. Gritting your teeth, you try to block out the whispering noise as you approach the front desk. You had hoped to finally find another person here, but this place seems as empty as the rest of the city. What's more, a layer of dust caked on the veneer suggests that no one has been here in some time. There is something on the counter, though, a key with a room number etched in it and an attached yellowing tag that reads Catherine Little. Your skin tingling as if from an electric charge, you pick the key up. Immediately, a ding sounds from across the lobby. Swiveling around, you see the hotel's elevator door swish open, the up button glowing softly. Cautiously, you cross the lobby to the elevator. You peer suspiciously inside it, looking over its carpet, ceiling, and walls. Then wearily, you step inside. The door slides shut. As soon as you're inside the lift, the ceiling speakers come into tune. Up, down, it doesn't matter, a bubbly voice says. Oh, it's bubbly. Hold on. Up, down, it doesn't matter, a bubbly voice says. Round and round and round and round, and never getting anywhere. Slip into the sky or the ground. Either way, you're properly buried, aren't you? The elevator buttons all light up, and then the metal coffin rockets skyward, knocking you to the floor. You fight to stand again as the downward force presses you mercilessly into the crimson carpet. Noticing an emergency stop button on the control panel, you reach up and slap your hand against it. Nothing happens. You hit it again and again, but still, you don't slow down. Your left hand is growing hot. Unclenching your fist, you find the key still cradled in your palm. As you watch, though, the metal instrument melts, the brass running between your fingers and pooling on the floor. You don't know whether to laugh or cry, so instead, you scream. Trapped, the happy voice enthuses. Stuck in a small metal cage again and can't escape. Will they let you out this time? Or will they just keep going until you're liquefied into meat soup? What the actual hell? Ending. A gets 1, going to 3. B gets 1, going to 1. Gain a crystal. Okay, so I gain a crystal. And purple brain domain. Purple. Pour this out here. Purple brain. Spawn the encounter. Damn it. Oh, these are encounters. Okay. There's a lot of stuff happening here. Spawn the encounter. The fancy casket on the Misty City. The fancy casket. Come on. You can do it. It's a lot of D's. The fancy casket on the Misty City. Okay. You are now trapped in the Misty City and can't perform any actions apart from entering the fancy casket. Other wonders cannot enter the encounter, the fancy casket. Remove checking in from the game. So we take this and we put this right back here. Yay! Woohoo! Return to the game. Cool, so I have to do that on my turn. Cool. 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 So it's Linus's turn. Linus. What the hell can you do? And there are stuff that is world specific and encounters that are player specific. I believe green is player specific. I believe. Let me check. Yes, green is player specific, blue is world specific. And this says the butcher. Do you think I want to do that? No. No, I don't. I don't. What I will do... Two brains and a wild. I got 2 brains here that I could commit, and I have a blue wild. Yeah. Do I have a free move? I don't. And I gotta wait until my turn to do a confrontation on this guy. I think Linus is gonna try to hurt this guy. So Linus is going to move 2, 1, 2 to move 1, 2 into this guy's space. Then Linus is going to spend the unknown injection. No, because I need the symbols. I can't. That's all he can do. All right. So Abomination always goes first. So no wanders within 2 spaces. Nope, that's not true. So, oh man, because it's thing, I can't attack. I can't perform attack actions, but I can do confrontation actions, which is what I'll be doing for you, but I can't attack creatures. That's okay. Every wonder within 2 spaces, 1, 2, so nothing connects, so it's just you. Tess blue brain 2, and I'm only rolling 1 die, and I have a wild if I need it. But I don't. So I cannot perform attack actions, but I can do confrontation actions until the end of the round, and that costs 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you use that ability, but I don't. I'm trying to remember if you use the ability, the card goes away or not. Let's see. Abomination turn. This is why we read the book. Abomination turn. Okay, in addition to the static action sequence, abominations perform very special actions by resolving their own confrontation cards. Wanderers may also harm the abomination using the same confrontation cards through confrontation actions. See page 18 for more on the abomination's activation and confrontation. Okay, page 18. We're going to sort this crap out. OWT. If an action sequence instructs you to resolve the action confrontation card, follow the game effect on the current confrontation's bottom section. After resolving the confrontation card's effect, reveal a new card from the top of the deck. Damn it. Damn it. It got to go before I could, so we are going to reveal a new card of what's coming. So, oh, come on. Come on, look at those symbols. So every wonder within 2 spaces of frailty loses all of their brain domains. And to hurt it, we got to do all of that. Oh, that is unfrickin' fortunate. Okay. Yeah, I got nothing. Damn. Can I? No, I don't. I got nothing. All right, well, let's turn... Anyway, it's not my turn anyway. So contagion's dead. So let's get rid of contagion, and we're just dealing with flare. So flare that's first activation. No wonder in its space it's going to spend 1 to move 1 closer, and then no flare is in space. It's going to do 1 to move 1 closer. Oh no! Oh no! All right, so boy, I'm going to gain a traumatized card if it moves in my space, and I'm trapped. Oh joy. Okay, so I'm going to use this free action to do this encounter as Catherine to see if I can get the hell out of here. And that's going to be Fancy Casket is 81. So we're going to do 81 and run away if we can pass this test. If we can't pass this test, I'm going to be so sad. 81. Fancy Casket. Only the trapped wanderer may enter this encounter. Slowly, you defy the force pressing upon you and stand to your feet. Then, focusing all of your mental capacity on the panel, you study it. Which floor are you supposed to reach? Where is the room you need to find? Try to escape the elevator by testing green brain and purple brain. If you succeed, spawn the top floor encounter on the Misty City and immediately enter it without spending any mental capacity. You are no longer trapped. Okay, so green and purple brain. Oh, sweet. Look at that. Green, purple brain. And we need to pass just 1. We need to pass just 1. So we're going to do green and purple. And we need brains. But we have enough to pass if we screw up. All right, I got purple done. Green, we're going to spend these 2 to say to use those as passes. So we pass. Yeah. Woohoo! All right. So if you succeed, spawn the encounter at the top floor on the Misty City and immediately enter it without spending any sanity. You are no longer trapped. Remove the encounter card, the Fancy Casket, from the game. Should you fail, you remain trapped. Return to the game. Well, we didn't, so suck it. All right. So we're gonna put the Fancy Casket back, and we're looking at the top floor to immediately go into it. Fancy Casket goes there. We're going to the tippity top floor. QRS, the top floor. Here we go. So the top floor, bam, and that's number 4. At last, you escape the elevator. However, upon exiting it, you find yourself faced with several paths. Which should you choose? Oh my god, if I have to make this a decision for y'all, I'm dead. Let's see. Number 4. The top floor. Taking a deep breath, you let it whistle slowly between your teeth. You want the top floor. Reaching out, you decisively jab the button. The elevator dings, and then it begins to decelerate. You sigh in relief as your body lightens. Finally, the door swishes open and you stagger into the new corridor. The hallway is long and moodily lit, accented by the garbled sounds of the radio broadcast over the ceiling speakers. You only see one room on this floor. Staring at you from the very end of the passage, you start towards the door before remembering that your key melted into the elevator. How are you going to get in there without it? If the Wanderers have the Coda card, you are free. Gain 1 crystal and 1 wild domain of any sentience of your choice. Spawn the encounter the empty room on the Misty City. Remove the encounter card the top floor from the game. Return to the game. But we do not have you are free. Nope. So otherwise, continue with this encounter. Light flickers to either side of you, and you realize you're standing in a T-junction. Looking left, you see a wall of gray, crackling mist. Turning to the right, you make out only deep shadows. Do you dare wander down each of these halls? If you want to explore the left corridor, if you decide to search the dark passage, You all get to determine how I'm gonna die. So let's go ahead and get the poll going. So start a poll. So what to do? Turn left. What is it? Turn left or search the dark passage? Turn left or search dark passage. All right, starting the poll. Oh my gosh. This is terrifying. You all determine what's going to happen. This could go either way. And this is still my free encounter action. That sucks. This sucks. So much pressure. All right. You all agree, huh? Okay. So I'll end the poll really quick here. And we're all searching the dark passage. Cool. All right, let's see what happens. We're going to search the dark passage. Go to entry 131. Uh, 131. You're unsure why you turn right and step into the darkness, but you do. It almost seems like a living thing that twists and moves as you press forward. Eventually, you exit the gloom and find yourself in an impossibly long corridor. This is like Zelda's maze. The hall seems to have no end, only fresh midnight greets you ahead. The overhead speaker crackles and pops as you hear a woman's voice. The signal is distorted and garbled, but it's not hard to figure out what she's screaming. Nope, you're not going to do this. Turning, that's what it actually says. Turning, you run back into the dark cloud behind you and end up further down the hallway than you were initially. Your skin seared by the abyss and your body wrenched by pitiless forces. Oh, we've got a lot of things to do. Oh no. Okay, so we're going to test red hand. Ain't nothing I can do about this. I need a red hand. So we're going to test red hand. Oh, I actually can do that if I need to. So we'll use the red hand to pass. Okay, okay. How did you get here? This isn't good. Someone might be trying to talk over the speakers, but all you can hear are the screams. Your hand touches the passage wall and comes up sticky and oily. It's almost like old cooking grease coats the surfaces. The crimson carpet below you is tainted with black. Swiveling around, you try to retreat once more and jerk even further down the hallway. The pain is intense. Test red hand 2. Not good. I have to get 2. That's not 2. All right. I got 1 while, so that's 1. And I don't have another one to do anything with. So it says, if you fail, lose a health. Cool. So I take 1 damage. Oh, gosh. The walls crawl with a slick pink slime as the speaker's screams rake across your eardrums and claw at your brain. Trembling, you press your hands to your ears, trying to muffle the sound. It doesn't work. Your foot shuffles forward without you even realizing, rocketing you further down the torturous hallway. Test 3 hand. Oh boy. 1 wild, still a fail. Lose another health. Cool. You reach the darkness at the end of the passageway and it envelops you. The shrieking is so crippling now that you can't stand any longer. Rage and palm overwhelm you. You want to escape, but you suspect it's too late. Flashes of maddening color ooze through the cloying abyss. Something is in here with you. You feel it feeding on the livid anger, the palpable agony, and the electric fear. The beast extends its leathery wings into the maelstrom and drinks deep. The screams abruptly stop, leaving a jangling emptiness in their wake. There's no way out for us, the woman whispers. We can't break the cycle no matter how hard we try. Good lord. Ending A gets one. I feel like ending A is bad. Gain another crystal and one domain of any sentience. Well, we've been testing red a lot, huh? Let's get a red wild. Let's just do that. The encounter may be entered again until it is removed. Return to the game. So we made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Gotcha. Cool. Cool. I'm gonna move. That's what I'm gonna do. So for my actual action, I'm gonna move one. Let's get away from you. Every ending is bad. I know. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then it is Linus's turn. Linus. Hitting that guy is freaking impossible. Man. Linus is gonna move. I don't freaking know where to take you, Linus. Because you can't do encounters. If I move you one, you could do the catacombs encounter, Linus. And maybe that might be worth something. I so want this game. Yeah, this game is it's good. It's good. It's good. So, Linus, what do you do? I'm saving this action for when that comes up. So, you can't hit this creature. I can move you two, burn this, and then you can attack that guy. That's what we can do. So I'm going to use this, discarding it, so that is its usefulness is up to gain 2. Then I'm going to move to 1, 2. And then it's my turn again, and I'm going to do a free attack on you. And we're going to use blue skull. I'll only roll 1 dice if I do blue. We're going to do purple brain. Purple brain attack. So we're going to do this one. And I'm going to roll 2 dice. I have an extra one, and I'm going for purple brains. I got a wild for 1. I'm going to use this one for 2. And that's it. So you'll take 2 damage. All right, so you'll take 2 damage of the 7 I need to hit you with. All right. Then, as my actual action, I'm going to attack you. Yellow hand. I have a yellow wild, so we'll do yellow hand for this one. One yellow hand, and I'll use the wild to make it 2, knocking you to 4. So that actual attack is going to be 2. 1, 2. Cool. So that's 4. Okay. Your turn, jerkface. What do you got? You could do your bot. When a wander is in your space. So first, nope. No wanders in your space. Nope. A wander is in your space. Flare deals 3 green sentience damage to the wanderer with the most eyes. in its space. Wait, with the most traumatized cards in its space. You don't have you don't deal 1 additional for each domain rift matching any of the target wanderer's traumatized cards. I don't have any traumatized cards. So that's not going to happen. You're just dealing me 3 green. So that means I need to roll these. So I need to be able to block this damage. So 3 green sentience. I need to roll this. Just making sure here for preventing damage. I need to roll 3 green. I need to roll green eyes to prevent damage. So I need eyes to prevent damage. I prevent 1 damage, and that's all I can do, so I'm going to take 2. So I take 2 damage on him, and it costs you 1/2 to do that. Deal 1 additional green damage for each additional rift matching any of the targeted wanderer's traumatized cards. You don't have any, so we don't have to worry about that. Cool, so that ends your turn. Oh my god, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yeah. Biscuits. I think our best bet is to take that guy out. That is our best bet. So I can move 2. Linus can't attack him. But he could do a search if he wants. I could do a search. I can do a search and then I can move and we can try to kill him. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this to search. Yeah, because Linus needs to gain some. I'll save this for Linus, for him to gain domains. I'm not going to search. I'm just going to move 1, 2, 1, 2, and end my turn. Linus's turn, he's going to do this to gain domains because he's struggling. So he's going to roll a green and 2 blues to gain whatever sentience we can. Here we go. All right, so we're going to get a blue hand, a green wild, and a blue brain. That's his free. He would need 2 sanity to be able to attack. He cannot. So what can he do? He can move, don't wanna. He can only do the domain once. He can only search once per round, so I think he's gonna search. So he's gonna search, let's see what he gets. I don't know if you can. I think you need the sentience to be able to, you need the mental capacity to be able to do it, and the attack is 2. But let me read that. Let me read that in the rules. I've been wrong before. I don't mind saying I'm wrong again. I don't believe you can attack unless you have the sanity to do it, but let me check. Let me check. Let me check. I'm full well okay with being wrong. Oh, I could use the brain red cube to do it. You're right. You're right. I could reduce the attack. Yep, you are correct. I can do, I have a brain red cube. Thank you so much. You are right. So I could perform an action without spending brain power. And if I perform it, and let's take a look at this. See, this is where the pros come in who knows how to play. I am wrong a lot. I'm okay with it. This is where the pros come in. This is something that a lot of people miss, including me. And if you are not used to playing this game, the game recommends that you ignore this so you can get used to the rules and put this in the rule book from what I read. But what you can do, it says you can perform an action without spending brain power. And it says here, if you spend red brain, you can attack for that. So you can reduce it to attack, right? So if without spending brain power, I can reduce it to attack. So I could spend one, if I'm understanding correctly, to do the attack or confrontation action, it reduces the brain power number by 1. Yeah, it reduces the brain power number by 1. So it's not spend the red and then do the whole thing. If you spend 2 reds, you could do it without, but it just lowers it by 1. And that's what you are absolutely right. So so I'll spend one of these and this to make the 2 that I need to do the attack on you. And it's skull. I already have a blue skull and I have a wild token. And remember, I'm only rolling 1 die. So I just need one stinking blue skull and we can kill him. 1 blue skull. That's a brain. I could actually spend that to re-roll any number of matching colored die. So we're going to spend this blue hand to re-roll this die. Yes! We got it! Woohoo! Blue skull. So that's blue skull, and wild for 3 damage. And we kill him. Oh my gosh. That was awesome sauce. So Flare is dead. You will gain 2 crystal for that. Blue Flare is fini. And we'll put you at the bottom of the deck. My work here is done. Back to my little job. Yeah, thank you. So we beat him. He was defeated. We got 2. And we can upgrade again if we want, because we can have 4 domains total. Wanderers with a fate token may gain a random. No, that's a 3. Here's a 2. Deeper walk. Spend 1 willpower to give a wanderer an enlighten card. Can be yourself. Ooh, enlighten sounds fun. Let's get that. So, so we're gonna grab this for 2. Spend 1 sanity to give a wanderer an enlighten card. Can be yourself. Limit once per round. So we're gonna upgrade. That's going to be our second domain that we're going to, well, our third, because we have a starting one. So we're going to spend that 2 to get that and upgrade. I'll turn these sideways so I don't get them confused. And that ends the round. Woo! So that's round 2. It only took us an hour to get through it, which isn't so bad. Catherine's having a hard time. She's having a rough time of it. Okay, so let's go through the refresh phase. Check the Wander stage winning condition. Wander stage only. We are not there. Respawn dead Wanderers. There isn't any there. Restore mental capacity for all Wanderers. So Linus is 7. Catherine is 8. 8 plus 1, 9. You're dead, so no one cares what you think anymore. You, however, are 6. And resolve Devour cards if we're using, spawn Devour cards, flip the round counter to start the new round. So we're starting on 30. And all these flip back over as well. All right, so let's check out what the story says for 30. So for 30, check the spawning condition on each unspawned encounter cards back. Okay. So, if 2 red consequence tokens are in the basement, nope. If 3 blue consequence tokens are on the sacred garden, nope. If the wanderers have the coda card, her ailment, nope. If 2 blue consequence cards are on the art gallery, If the wanderers have the coda card, the boy in the basement, no, I'm not getting arrested for that. If the wanderers have the coda card, the egg, nope. And that is all of them. So those don't get spawned. What's next? Spawn the terror symptom Sputnum and a random terror from the terror deck on different world shards. All right, so we're getting the next piece of crap. So we had Contagion, Bile, and now we're getting the next one, which is this. Sputum? I don't know. Two people wail as their writhing bodies merge into one entity. First, their legs fuse and melt away. Then their torsos follow suit, collapsing like an accordion. Finally, their collective guts become too much to contain. So, opening its mouth, the top head vomits out the being's mingled internal organs. Lord. Byron. Woody tendrils and vines weave and wind between the squirming intestines. The force is too much for the soft head to take, causing it to implode. You watch in intense horror, your head swimming from the sight and smells. Then the conjoined beings turns toward you, their lower mouth gurgling. You run. Sputum? Sputum? I don't know. All right, there we go. So that's them. They have sanity of 4. That'll be you because you're disgusting. So they have 7. So they'll be starting up at 4. Put these here and what the hell do you look like? You look like hell. Oh, this is you. Okay. So it's 5. Okay, so you'll be at 5. And each wonder loses at the end of the action phase. Okay, so we need to kill you. We need to kill you. Gotcha. Solid. All right, so you're going to come in. You look like I had you in my hand. You look like this, which is pretty damn gross. And we need to spawn you on 9. 99999 here. And then a rando. Feral. Chills cascade through your body as the tortured mongrel strives towards you, twitching with every step. Its myriad hands try vainly to dislodge the long metal spines bristling across its deformed body, making it mewl in pain each time they fail. There are signs this beast used to be human, but those days are long past. Now you can only describe it as feral, chaotic agony given flesh. Just looking at this thing turns your stomach. You need to get out before the nightmare notices you, unleashing a shriek that rattles you to your bones. It moves blindingly fast, its jaw snapping. Will it impale you, or will it just rip you to pieces? Lord. All right, it's a feral mongrel. So it will parse 3. Wanderers cannot gain brain domains via domain actions. If feral dies with a brain domain rift, gain an additional shard. Okay. That's fun. That's healthy. Cool. So let's find this horrendous thing. Let me go find its stuff. Oh my god, it's disgusting. Someone needs medical assistance or something. This one. What do you look like again? Here you are. And you are 3. Okay. And let's find your mini. It's not there, I tell you that much. From the picture that I saw. Yeah, that looks like it. Good Lord. That looks like it for sure. Yep, that's it. And we'll roll for that. Let me fix this so the minis don't go flying all over the table. And roll. Nope, that isn't a good roll. That's a better roll. 1. You're spawning there. Okay. Domains. So let's do this properly. This one's going to get a red, a yellow, and a purple. So we're dealing with red hand, yellow wild, and purple wild. Okay, and then this one is going to be red, blue, blue. And that's going to be blue skull, red wild, and blue brain. Blue brain and red wild. There we go. Now we've set them up properly. And they're ready to go. Okay. Cool. Then we got an entry to read, which is 219. 219. Nothing bad could happen here, right? Oh no. Oh no. The title of 219 is The Butcher. Hallways materialize out of the dark mist, beckoning light beacons of in the chaos. You hurry onto one's plush crimson carpet, hoping to find anything to help you escape this place. However, as you wander deeper, you begin feeling like something is wrong with your body. It starts as a burning itch on your skin before quickly spreading, wriggling deeper into your flesh. Your bones begin to throb as welts form and swell, pressing painfully against your clothes. But what's more disconcerting, is the void you feel rip open inside your soul. It's small now, but how big could it grow? Will it consume you whole? You've just about decided to return to the mist and leave these labyrinthine halls behind when you turn a corner and come to a dead stop, gasping despite yourself. The butcher fills the hallway before you, its face hidden in the shadow of its black leather hood. You can't tell if it's a man or a woman, but the thing is massive, hulking, and terrifying. Its gnarled right hand clutches the biggest meat cleaver you've ever seen. I poop myself. Crimson stains spatter its thick, rough apron while fresh blood drips lazily from the cleaver's gleaming metal blade. The butcher notices you. Taking a step forward, it slowly raises its knife. Spawn a butcher token on a random world shard. Cool. So random world shard, which will be 6, will gain a butcher token, which is this. That. We'll go on 6. 6, right? Yeah, 6. Every infected wanderer must test every sentience for 3 total hand each. Any wanderer who succeeds goes to entry 65. Those wanderers who fail must turn to 93. If some infected wanderers pass and some fail, okay, so you're the only infected wanderer. If there are no infected wanderers, go to 65. Oh, God. Okay, so 1 blue, 2 purple, 2 red, 2 green, 2 yellow. All right, I'm gonna need the power of the mighty dice tray to save my soul for this one. So, oh my gosh, I just need 3 hands of any sentience. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Okay, we did it. We did it. We got it. All right, so we're going to any wanderer who succeeds goes to entry 65. Oh my gosh. 65. With a terrified shriek, you turn and race back down the winding corridors towards the dark fog. Maybe, just maybe, it will lose your scent in there. No matter how much you like to stay in the lit corridors, you don't want to test that monstrous thing. Time for some bacon. If you pass the previous test, nothing further happens to you. However, if any infected wanderers fail the test, they must now turn to page 93. If not, the action phase begins. Thank gravy. Okay. So, thank you, Kim, for your wonderful dice tray of healing. So we flip this over, and then we begin our phase. Okay. Something's up with the basement. The greenhouse seems to be bothering me a little bit. Your domains are trash, and these are... Oh, but I can't gain blue. Each one, wanderers cannot gain brain domains via domain actions. I don't need brain domains though. I'm out of skulls. So can we just take... I'm gonna take a free domain action because I need blue. And hope, beyond hope, that I do not roll any brains at all. So let's see what we got. Yeah, game, I know you hate me, but I will get a blue skull and a blue and a green eye, but I cannot get that. A blue skull and a green eye. And that was my free action. Hubba 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 hubba. Let's do I'm gonna move to the basement. Nothing good can come from this. I'm gonna move to the basement. 1, 2. 1, 2. Nothing good can come from what's about to happen. Okay, so cool. This is the K for people who can't see, because if the card is glaring too much. Like I said, if it glared too much, I could just pop it out and put it there. So if you see any cards that are glaring, that's blocking your view, let me know. All right, so that ends that. Then next turn, it's either Linus or her. We're gonna start with her. So let's go to 72. 72 in story. So we're gonna do an encounter action to do 72. Good Lord. Let's see. The jungle below the house. Uh-oh. With a feeling you can't quite describe, you open the door to the basement. The hinges growling like an angry cat. What is this sensation blooming inside you? Is it trepidation or fear? Why would coming down here make you feel that way? The wooden stairs moan as you step on them one after the other. Slowly, slowly you descend into the gloom below. It feels like a hothouse down here. The humidity soaks your clothes and clings to your skin. Your breath bursts from your mouth in little pants. Your eyes flick rapidly back and forth, searching for danger your body assures you is there. The enclosed sides branch off to become the dank spaces ceiling and walls around the stairwell's midpoint. A few more steps and you can peer into the basement itself. It almost looks like the jungles you've seen in books. Vines clog the air as they drape from the ceiling to the floor and swarm the hanging grow lights, while other dense, dewy vegetation fills nearly every space not occupied by vines. It's hard to see beyond an arm's length in any direction, and the narrow, dirty windows lining the basement's upper walls are barely visible. Reaching the concrete floor, you sweep your gaze across the room. As you do so, something rustles in the foliage to your left, startling you. Even still, an urging calls you deeper into the basement towards the darkness that crouches like a cave beast as it rears. And this is confrontation, right? So I got to do 1, 2. Let me make sure I do that. Okay. Gain 2 purple brain. This is not a domain action, so I do gain... I have a lot of purple brain. Lots. Spawn the encounter the green woman and the cage on the basement. And then place a completed token on the basement, return to the game. All right, I need to do the green woman and the cage. The green woman and the cage. Green woman. I'm not seeing the cage on here. Maybe it's checking in. These are supposed to be in alphabetical order, so I'm hoping I just kind of got something a little twisted here. Here it is, the cage. All right. The green one says only infected Wanderer or Catherine Little may start that. And the cage, same thing. Right there. All right, so that was her action. She's done. Cool. Linus's action. So Linus is going to move it. Linus, maybe I'll have you take I can take a domain action from Linus. I could do that. Yeah, you need stuff. We're going to have you take a domain action. And you're going to roll a blue and 2 green. And you're going to gain... Can't gain that because that's what the game likes to do. I'll gain a blue wild and a green eye. And that will be all for you. And then your action is I'm going to move up 1 to the greenhouse, moving down 1. Okay, the abomination's turn. No wonder within 2 spaces that is correct. You're going to spend 2, 1, 2, to move 2 spaces towards the nearest wanderer. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So no matter what, you can move here and here. Yep, that seems about horrible. Yep, because that puts you in range of everybody. Cool. And that makes you spend 2. 1, 2. There you go. Enjoy that. Oh, no, not you. Not you. Not you. You. Wait. Yeah, you were 5. I'm screwing up. You were here. 1, 2. I did do that right. I'm not crazy. Okay, Linus's turn. Did you collect your existence from killing the previous? I missed it. Yes, I got the crystals, which is what I was supposed to get, the crystals. I believe that's what I got, was the crystals from it. I don't think you collect existence from beating them, but let me check. I know you get the crystals for beating them. Oh, the existence. Yes, the crystals. Yes. Yes, I did. I got it and I spent it. I got it and I spent it. All right. Linus's turn. No, it is called existence. I just call them crystals because if I try to name things what my eyes don't allow, my brain will break. All right. Let's do this. Linus is the plant. So you're going to spend 2, 1, 2 to do the encounter, which is 130. Yeah, it is the right word. I just call them crystals because I'm gonna missay stuff. People are gonna comment that I don't know how to use proper verbiage, and then I'll be like, all right, let's see, 130, right? It says the plant. Oh, yeah, that's right, the plant. All right, releasing the latch on the greenhouse's decrepit door, you grab its handle and pull. You obviously want to try to get Catherine to do the kill blows to unlock some other abilities, like the one that gives her a free crystal each turn. I'll use your words. Yeah. I'll get there. No spoilers. No spoilers. Releasing the latch on the greenhouse's decrepit door, you grab its handle and pull. The hinges squeal in discontent as the splintered wooden panels swing open. A dense, otherworldly mist gushes out to welcome you, coiling around your legs and slithering up your calves. You sense it luring you in, drawing you deeper into the greenhouse's depths. You acquiesce. A seedling table lies to your left beyond the door, its surface littered with withered plants. Peering further in, you see the vague lurking impressions of scraggly trees and wilted vines through the fog near an axe that hangs on the wall. The mist parts near the ground and your breath catches. The strangest plant you've ever seen looms before you. Feed me, Seymour, it says. Its bulbous stalk unfurls into strange fronds that look more like milky tendrils or tentacles. When the tentacles break out, you're in for a good time. Or tendrils that or tendrils than anything else. They sway and weave in the light breeze, beckoning you towards the plant. Wait, there is no wind in this building, so how are the plant leaves doing that? You somehow feel a connection with this plant. Try to strengthen it. Test purple skull 2. Cool. Let's do that. Let's test purple skull 2. I got nothing to give towards this fun. Yup. Look at me go. Purple skull 2. That's one wild, and I don't have a purple to use, so sad face for me. All right, what's happening? If you succeed, blah, blah, blah. Should you fail, gain 1 disoriented card. Okay, so let's grab our disoriented card. So we'll grab these, shuffle up, and grab 1. I like this game. It's twisted. It is from the mind of a twisted individual, but it's fun. Here we go. Your search actions mental sanity cost is increased by 1. At the end of the action phase, you may spend 2 I domains of any sentience to discard this card. And so that's my disoriented problem. But I can spend an action to get rid of that, so I'm okay with it. Plant. As you step towards the plant, you can swear you hear a young woman's ethereal murmurs drifting through the mist. Frowning, you search for her, but see no one. Are you hearing things? At last, you arrive at the plant. Reaching out, you softly graze one of its gentle waving tendrils with a fingertip. An action that changes everything. Instantly, the greenhouse begins to change. Wild, strange vegetation breaks through the hothouse floors and storms up its walls. You reel backward, shocked as an almost uncountable number of bizarre, otherworldly flora overwhelm the space around you. Simultaneously, the greenhouse's rear stretches into a seemingly endless hallway, sucking much of the swirling fog out of the room and down its length. Carefully, you step around the softly beckoning eldritch plant and the new offspring sprouting up around its roots. Then, as if in a dream, you press through the misty greenhouse into the fog-shrouded hall. Gain 1 yellow brain sentence. Okay. It feels like Jumanji, it really does. You are now trapped in the greenhouse. Try to find your way down the hallway. Test all your sentience for 7 wild in total. Cool. 7 wild. Awesome. Awesome. So 2 red, 2 green, 2 yellow, 1 blue, and 2 purple. And 3 red. 3 red because I'm infected. 3 red. Oh boy. Oh boy. And I need 7 wild symbols. Okay. Oh my god, this is insane. I can barely contain it in my hand. Here we go. So we got 1, 2, 2. I got 2. Oh my word. Yeah, 2. I was hoping for 5 Because I can make myself have 7, but nope, 2. 2. Da-da-da-da-da. Should you fail, spawn the encounter. Oh boy. Spawn the encounter the plant 2 on the greenhouse. You cannot perform any actions apart from entering the encounter spawned above. Other wanderers cannot enter either of these encounters. Place a completed token on the greenhouse, return to the game. Boy. Great roll! I know. I know. I know. The plant 2. There's so many ways to mitigate dice rolls. I have none of them. Sweet. There it is. There it is. Just for me. Bonk. So that goes there. And we place a completed token on the greenhouse. And that's it. Return to the game. I don't think they expect you to succeed at that one unless you came into the game saying, I'm going to win the plan one and wait to go there. That's fair. That's fair. All I needed was 5, but that's fair. Okay. So that ends Linus's turn. It is you. Okay. We could do an encounter for free. These things haven't gone yet, and they're not close enough to me for it to matter. We got 2 attacks that we can use, so if they get closer, we can use those. So I'm going to do... I want to save those. I want to save those. I want to save those. Let's do... You have 2. You have 2. Is the 3 the one? Yeah, the 3 is the one that gets me the one you're one you're talking about. Yep. Yep. So I have to wait to get 1 more to get it. All I need was 5. Jess, are you laughing at me? All right, so let's do... Which one do y'all want to do for the encounter? And this is a good poll because we're playing this together. We got 2, so let's do which encounter. And it's either the green woman or the cage. So poll's going up. I'm going to drink some water, and you are going to tell me which one you want to do. Laughing with you. Right. Right. We're laughing with you. We want you to die. I mean, be successful. Right. Oh, whenever your health is reduced for any reason, I was supposed to put 2 wounds on this one. Sorry. So 1 more and this card gets discarded. 1 more wound I take. I forgot to do that. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's end this poll and see what we're doing. Oh, wow. Unanimous again. The green woman. Okay. We're going to 184. Everybody sure. What could be wrong with something titled The Cage? Woo! I know what could go wrong there. The green woman. Only uninfected wanderers or Catherine may enter this encounter. You press deeper into the basement. The jungle crowds in around you, its plants brushing against your skin. Oh, wait, sorry. 1, 2. There we go. Even they can't comfort your restlessness, though. Something terrible happened down here, didn't it? Why can't you remember what it was? You catch sight of movement in the overgrowth again, making you freeze momentarily. You chide yourself, frowning as you push forward. You aren't some yellow-bellied coward, so why act like one? It actually says that. A light is out in one of the fixtures. You'll have to go back and get a replacement, but at least you can make out a path now. Something moves again. It's much closer this time. The woman unfolds from the vegetation to your left. You let out a startled cry and whirl toward her. The woman opens her mouth and a yellow slime mold pours out. You take a step backward so you can assess your enemy. Then you frown. Ma? You say? Catherine! The woman slurs, taking a shambling step forward. Actually, woman might be pushing it a bit at this point. Her green-tinged skin is a mass of blisters and knots. Dark, gnarled growths pierce through her skin to curl upward into leafy horn-like shapes. She has too many arms, which have branched into even more additional limbs. Furthermore, the fingers at the end of her myriad hands are far too long and slender. Finally, fungi have sprouted all over her body, including one that has pushed out in a wide orange fan from her right eye socket, causing the eyeball to dangle uselessly beneath it. So sorry, the green woman says, a single tear welling in her remaining eye. Moving forward, she enfolds you in her branching arms, her 7 hands rub. Oh my god. Her, her 7 hands rub and dig at your back and stroke your hair. You feel her pustules and blisters burst as they press against you, releasing spores into the air. God! Sake! She continues. Failed! You don't know how to deal with this or what to feel. So, closing your eyes, you allow the disfigured mother to cradle you. What? Her multitude of fingers dancing across your body while yours clench at her sides. Woo! Alright, so ending B1. Gain the Coda card, her ailment, and 1 crystal. Okay. Her ailment and the Coda card. Coda card. Sage Christ. Okay. Woo! Okay. That freaked me the hell out. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Nightmare Fuel. Her ailment. I get +1 green, but I get -1 green, +1 yellow as the Coda card. So, and I can use this. I can use this when it's time to fight the big dog. So that's helpful. So, oh my god. Okay. Cool. Cool. So we gain all those symbols, and when we use those symbols, we flip it over, and this is what we have. So that's where we are. Yep. Okay. Group therapy session after this game. Yeah. Oh, and I gained the crystal. I got her ailment. Place a blue consequence token on the greenhouse. Did I not pop those out? I thought I did. Blue consequence tokens. I thought I popped those out. Maybe I didn't. Yep, I did not. Yep, I didn't. Blue consequence token on the greenhouse. On the green woman or the greenhouse? Sorry. A blue consequence token. Place a blue consequence token on the greenhouse. Okay. Remove the encounter card, the green woman, from the game and return to the game. Woo, boy. This is insane. F, G. G, G, A, G, A, G, A. Green promise. Greenhouse. Oh, it goes here. Green one. Boom. Got it. Okay. Yep. That happened. That occurred. That was something that occurred. We check these at the next round, which I think something's going to happen then. Okay, so Abomination's turn. So no wonder within 2 spaces, no. So it's going to do what it's going to do. And it's going to spend 4 to do this. Resolve the active encounter card if able. 4. Going all the way to 0. Every wanderer within 2 spaces of frailty loses all their brain domain. No! I had like 10 billion! You suck! So I lose all of this and all of that. Gone. Poof! Yay! Which cues to the next card. Okay, then we're dealing with this hellspawn, the mongrel, who is no, it's not the mongrel. It's you. Limit once per round. The wanderer is within 1 space. Each wanderer within 1 space gains a light-headed card. You are not. Next, no wanderers in your space. Move up to 2 spaces towards the wanderer with the most light-headed cards. That's everybody. And you lose 1 for that. And it's Linus's turn. So I have to kill you because you're going to be a problem. You took away all my brain tokens, you jerk. Okay, so cool. Oh, I'm trapped. I can't. I'm trapped. He's trapped. He has to do this. 19. That's all he can do this round. 19. He is trapped. Only the trapped wanderer may enter this. Slowly you creep down the hall. Light refracts off the fog that swirls and dances around you, disorienting you as you try to press deeper down the corridor. Nevertheless, you think you're still headed in the correct direction. You know roughly where the hallway sides are, so surely, if you just keep moving forward, you'll eventually reach the end. A jungle arises around you, strange and unearthly. The plants seem oddly hungry as they loom over you, their leaves, branches, and fronds glistening with the fog's dew. It's like you've entered another world altogether. Jumanji. They're so pretty, aren't they? A girl's voice whispered. Not like us. I don't know about that, a young man's voice murmurs. You seem pretty pure to me. Oh. The girl laughs. Me? Nah. I'm just as dirty as the next meat bag. You struggle further down the hallway, trying not to stumble or trip, as... Oh, God. The 2 voices encircle you in the thick, cloying mist. I don't think so, the man replies. You're different. You might not see it, but I do. B1 goes down 1 more. I gain 1 yellow brain. You are still trapped in the greenhouse. Try to find your way down the hall. Test all your sentience for 6 in total. If you succeed, stuff starts happening. If not, it's gonna get worse. Okay, so all sentience, and we need 6 wild. All right, so once again, we've got three red, 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 purple, and 1 blue. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, I just needed 1 more. 1, 2, 3. I just needed 1 more. 1 more. Come on. Is there anything I could do? That sucks. That sucks. I failed. There's nothing I could do about it. All right. Yeah. If you fail, spawn the encounter of the plant 3 on the greenhouse. You cannot perform any actions apart from entering the encounter spawned above. Other wanderers cannot enter or either of these locations. Remove the encounter card, the plant 2, from the game. So we need to put you down 1, 2. We need to grab the plant 3. Put the plant 2 back. And we're trapped. There we go. We're lovingly trapped. Cool. Cool. Your turn. So, mongrel, what are you doing? No wonder in its space. Right. I think I moved that wrong. I think I did that wrong. Yeah, I did do that wrong. You shouldn't have moved. Your turn is now. So now you would move up here. Yeah, and then it's going to keep going. Spending, so that's, it'd be 1, 2 plus 1 to move into my space. And then it says, if it reaches the wander space or spends all of its sanity, if it ends in a wander space, immediately check the action below. A wanderer in its space loses X brain domains. Feral deals 1 blue damage for each domain that cannot be lost. However, you have to have the sanity to do it, and you can't. You're just in my space. So you're done. All right. Then it is this thing's turn. And limit once per round, a wander within 1 space. No wander in space is moved 2. So it would have moved 2 before 1, 2. And then it's going to move no wander in its space, 2 spaces up. So that would have been the first one when it did it. Actually, this is its first move. Nope, that would have been the first one when it did it. So it would do 1 to do that. And that's it. And that's it. Catherine's turn. Okay, Catherine. We're pissed. That guy's gotta die. So we're gonna test yellow. That's what we're gonna test. We're gonna test yellow. Roll 2 dice for yellow. I just have to hit you 1. So it's gonna be yellow wild. And I can at least hit you 1 to do 2 damage if I need to. You suck. But it would have been nothing, but I'm going to spend this yellow to do 1 damage. Doing 1 damage with my butcher knife lets me do... While dealing at least 1 damage during your attack action, you may spend X domain to deal additional damage. So I'm going to spend this to make it 2 damage on you. Yep, 2 damage. So 2 Dimaggio. On you. Getting rid of this. Put that back. And that would be 1, 2 to attack you. Then that awful thing goes again. So it's going to move. It's going to spend 1 to move 2. I'm trapped. Only trapped wanderers may enter this scene. And I can't do anything because he'd just kill me if I'm there because I can't do anything else with that scene. So you'll move up in there and that costs 1. Okay. Linus has to do this, and that's going to be the 1, 2 to get down there. And that is 232, which probably means I'm going to have to get 5 to try to do this. All right, here we go. What have they done? The male voice says. No, no, they couldn't have. No! I've cut open enough meat bags in my day to know that we all have the same guts and gore on the inside, no matter how we might want to think differently, the girl murmurs. You climb over the thick vines and sidle around thick, pulsing trunks. Are you still in the hallway, or have you truly been transported to some other world? We need her, the male voice whispers. I need her. Is this really for me? The girl asks. It's gorgeous. I've never seen anything like it. Where did it come from? I finally understand, says the man's voice. I'm the bridge. I'm the one who can build the connection. Why haven't I gotten it? The girl asks. Why do I have to keep going as everyone I love suffers? Why can't I help them? Some traveling salesman sold it to me, the man says. They said that, apart from its siblings, there's no other like it in the whole world. It's as special as you are. B1. And we get another yellow brain domain. And we still need the 5 successes, or else we're going to part 4. So we still need the 5 successes on everything. Everything, everything. You'll want to drop 1 per round. I just go ahead and retcon that if it were me. Have to log off. Sorry if I was too much to say. No, you're not too much. I don't know what you mean by drop 1. The help, you're helping me. I just need to know what's happening. One. I got 1. 1 in this roll. I need 5. I got 1. Awesome. So we're getting rid of the plant 3 and putting the plant 4, and that will end the round. Awesome. Awesome sauce. I'm never getting out of here. Dice rolls have kept Linus stationary forever. Cool. Cool. So plant 4 goes there. And that ends Linus's round. So that thing's going to go. And what can you do? You can't do that. You can't do that, so you're going to do this. A wander in its space, Sputum deals 2 damage, purple damage, to the wanderer with the most light-headed cards. And he does have a wild, so deal 3 damage instead. Okay, so 3 purple damage. I can at least block 1, I need to roll 2, and I need to get 2 eyes, or else this card is gone. Double wild! Then I spend this eye for the third one. No damage. Get the heck out of here with that trash. And that ends your turn. She doesn't have a red, but what can she do with her domain actions? Nope, that's the brain. Re-rolling if we needed to. Nope. Ha 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 ha. Alright, so we're gonna move. But I need the cage, don't I? We're gonna move. That was horrifying. I'm gonna move here for my last action. And that'll end the round. Oh boy. Okay. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. This is horrendous. And that's the round's end. Let's do cleanup. I don't know. How are y'all feeling about the game so far? What do you think? Is it not fun? Are you bored? Talk to me. So refresh mental capacity. This isn't gone yet, so you're going to 9. You're going to 7. This horrible thing's going to 5. You are going to 3, and you are going to 6. Restore these. And then it's time for 40. How would like us to talk to you? What? How would you like us to talk to you? What? Ooh, what? Hello there, pretty lady. Oh yeah. Loving it. I like the story a lot. Curious if I'd like it more than Arkham. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't know if I would compare it to Arkham. I think that's the thing when you decide on kind of, hey, how would I like it compared to this other game? I wouldn't compare it to Arkham. It's different. It's a completely different game. It's a completely way of flying altogether. It's a completely different way of flying. Very graphic, yeah. I think that I like it. I like the story. The story is disturbing. I told you it'd be twisted. The story is disturbing, but the gameplay flows well. Like it flows really well. One action, as long as you're top of the initiative, you got actions, and everything responds fairly simply against you. So it's very interesting. I actually I'm enjoying myself. Like I like it. I think after the second time I played the second mission in Deep Madness, I knew I didn't like that game and just wanted to get through it. But this I'm digging. It's my second play, so I don't so far I'm digging it. Yeah. Let's see. So we've done 2 today. We did one on Sunday, 2 today. If I do 3 today, then I do 3 next Tuesday, and then 3 the following Tuesday. We could do it. So I think we could do. It's something I would like theme-wise. Not sure about my friends. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should stop here, and then power through the rest. Like if I do 4 next Tuesday, stop here, do 4 next Tuesday, then I can do the last 3 the following Tuesday and end the story, one way or another. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to pause here because I know this is going to trigger some stuff at the start of the next story phase. We're going to spawn some more awful things because I didn't kill enough there. So we'll have to see what happens. So yeah, I think we're going to stop here. Let's go to intro scene. Yeah, so we played two rounds today. We'll try to do 3 to 4 rounds next Tuesday, because now the game's starting to flow. Don't forget to get another Catherine card. Oh, yes. I have to get her. I have to upgrade. Yep. You're absolutely right. We're going to do it now. Let's do it now so that I don't forget. Let's do it now. I'm going to grab World at her fingertips. And let's go back down to the table and do this real quick. Because I will forget and it will be bad for me. So we're going to grab World at her fingertips. It costs 3, and it says gain a wild domain of any sentience at any time once per round. So we're going to do that one. So we're going to spend this 3 to gain that. And we'll say at the end of that round, we're going to use it to gain a yellow wild. And that made it used and exhausted. Now we can start the next round with it. Perfect. No, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I don't want people to think that they can't correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm missing something. I just don't want story spoilers. That's it. I want to go through this. We all want to go through this story trying to figure this thing out to see how it goes. So if there is like a rule thing, like the super helpful one where it was, no, you can do it because you have a red hand, you can do that to do the attack. That was beyond helpful. But story-based things, don't tell me. Don't tell me. All right, cool. Okay, I think that's going to be all for today. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Thanks patrons, subscribers, and if you're not just coming in to hang out, thanks as well. The story is twisted, but I like it. It's messed up, but I like it. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes from there. All right, folks. Until then, what's coming up Thursday? Because I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of this. A picture. That's what screenshots are of this, and then take it off the table because Pac-Man's coming over for us to do Aeon's End on Thursday. So we'll get this reset back up after that, and then Sunday is going to be Arkham Horror with Cynthia and Kate. I might try to get another game of this in to get that extra chapter, like 1 round thing to go through. Or, I don't know. As we do other stories, because it plays so swiftly, it might become a VOD. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, everyone, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither, just coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everybody.